tell you what, you guys got it easy right here, man. All right. As far as the injuries go, Jody Fortson's the only one that we didn't have time to update you on. He's got a quad strain. Doesn't look too bad at all. I mean, he's swinging right back into it, and I think it'll be a few days and get him back out there. Other than that, it's the same guys that I mentioned before. So everybody practiced today. Had a good day. First day in pads, warm. A little shorter practice by league rules, and so part of the ramp-up period now for pads, same type of thing that we had when the guys first came in without the pads. So, but they worked their tail off, and I thought it was good competition between both sides. That time's yours.
Patrick Mahomes.
Go ahead.
Patrick Mahomes going to get tangled up there towards the end of practice.
Yeah, he got stepped. He's okay. Yeah, he's all right. Yeah.
So he stepped on him?
Yeah, offensive lineman got pushed back. So.
Does it help the defense when they can touch people and have some pads on?
Yeah, I mean, it's part of the game. So you play in these things, so you get used to them, and that's what this is all about. We try to do it where guys are off the ground and they can get the work in and keep people healthy, but still play hard and get ourselves into football shape for a game.
Coach, Evans reports are letting guys show up today. What's the ramp-up period like, if that is the case, and how many days until they can really get going?
Yeah, so, I mean, you have the right to, I guess, throw him back in and go. We'll, when he gets here, we'll talk to him and see where he's at, and then, be smart with it. So.
He's not here in St. Louis?
I haven't seen him. Yeah.
Have you heard any indication that he will be here soon, or this week or anything?
There's a good chance. When the fish is in the boat, then I'll let you know.
How important is it for the fish to be in the boat and to get here with enough time to get ready for the preseason?
Yeah, well, you said it. I mean, that's what it is. It's hard to mimic the game speed and putting the uniform on and so on, helmet and pads on when you're doing stuff on your own. So you got to go through that to get yourself right, and he understands that.
In the bigger picture, what's he missed so far? 5 days of camp, 1 in pads. What in the bigger picture?
Yeah, we just have to catch up on the new stuff. Yeah, and then the conditioning part, right? So.
Coach, you mentioned the conditioning part. How tough is it for the first day of pads? As far as I saw a lot of guys with, one knee on the ground.
Yeah. Yeah, well, it was warm, and it's tough. I mean, you're adding another layer on, plus the crown that they have to wear, which isn't real cool, and so you add that with the heat and the elements. It's you got to push yourself through, and we're smart with the water. We give the guys water breaks, in the long drive period, so they can keep the liquids in.
Frank Clark had some interesting comments. He talked about the conversation he had with you at the end of the season. He said he did a lot to change his body, stop drinking alcohol, cut out the red meat. How much have you seen from him? He said he's lighter, 12 pounds lighter than last year. What difference have you seen in him so far in camp? Yeah,
well, he's moving fast. When we did our conditioning test, he was right up there in front on that, and you see him out here, and he's got good endurance going right now. So he came back in good shape.
Andy, that last part, when you guys go long, 15, 16 plays, I know you appreciate that, but
9 plays.
Players are going,
9 plays today, yeah.
Yeah, but how much do the players appreciate that? I know it's got to be hard for them, but how much do you appreciate watching them go through that?
Yeah, so we ramp up to a higher number and give them a little bit more either every day or every other day. But they don't – I'm not going to tell you they appreciate it when they're doing it, but they know down the road it'll help them. And you've heard comments from guys about that when we've gotten into games and you've had a 12-play drive and you got to push through it. This gives them a foundation that they go, you know what, I've been there. I can do this. So.
Coach, later this week, Dick Vermeil is going to be inducted to the Pro Football Hall of Fame.
Yep.
From preparing against a Dick Vermeil team, what stands out to you?
Yeah, well coached and tough. You can't survive in this thing like he did for all those years without that. And then the fact that he took a hiatus in between, not really a hiatus, I mean, he was working his tail off, but the fact that he got out of the game and was able to come back in and be as productive and continue to grow just says volumes for him. That's why he's going to the Hall of Fame. I mean, phenomenal mentor, too. He's a great human being.
last two. We'll go in the back.
Coach Frank said that he feels like you guys have always kept it real with each other. Talk to us about your personal relationship with him, and you feel like he's someone that you've been able to always just give it to straightforward, not have to sugarcoat anything.
Yeah, that's the way he wants it. He wants you to shoot him straight. So we've always had that. Even when he came up and visited out of college, he spent some time kind of close to where I grew up, and we know some similar some of the same people, and it's shoot him straight.
Speaking of relationships, I guess we're going to talk to Travis today. You guys will be forever linked. It's one of your first picks here in Kansas City. You've known his family for a long time. I know you're close with a lot of your players, but maybe explain how close, maybe the closer you are, how different it is with your relationship with him.
Yeah, well, I mean, like you said, I mean, he came here when we came here, and I knew him before that because of his brother. Great family. He was a little wilder than his brother, right? A little wilder, but I knew that. So when Dorsey ended up drafting him, we he and I had our little conflicts, but he's a great kid. He's got a big heart. He always has had that, and he loves to play the game, and he's grown up just a ton. I'm proud of him the way he handles himself today. Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Good.
Thanks, Coach.